ťažké.
Sorry! Ja som to dal, ako to
Ale nech ti to pôjde akokoľvek. Jedno je isté. Že si to užiješ. Vitaj v najväčšej komunite tipérov. Tipsport.
Chcel som tvoriť, ale neuniesol som, že moje dielo nevydrží. Musel som prekročiť svoj tieň a tvoriť tak, aby moje dielo naozaj vydržalo. A bolo výnimočné. Vystúpte zo svojho tieňa. Gold. Nové prémiové nikotínové vrecúčka.
Debetná karta Vádička. Plaťte kryptomenami kdekoľvek.
Seven Česká energie. Dvojka ve výrobě elektřiny.
Debetná karta One Inch Card. Plaťte kryptomenami kdekoľvek.
Jsme OKTAGON MMA. Největší evropská MMA organizace. Na poli sportu a showbiznisu působíme již od roku 2016. Řídíme se heslem v každém z nás je bojovník. Boříme mýty, překonáváme hranice, vyprodáváme haly a bavíme 100 000 fanoušků. Pobláznili jsme Česko, Slovensko a Německo. Svůj cirkus a manii nyní rozjíždíme i v Anglii a chystáme se také na další trhy. Našimi zakladateli jsou Ondřej Novotný a Pavol Neruda. Jsme OKTAGON MMA. Show slunce.
An amazing show, sunshine, drinks, and excitement. This is OKTAGON 59, the greatest fight card Slovakia has ever seen. The Tipsport Game Changer European MMA Lightweight Champions League with €1 million at stake is about to begin in Bratislava. The first quarter-final bout and a much-anticipated battle between OKTAGON champion Ronnie Paradisa from Slovakia and Austria's Daniel Torres. Paradisa himself chose former KSW champion, who is one of the favourites to win the entire pyramid, to be his opponent in the quarter-finals. Did he make a fatal mistake? The second quarter-final bout will see a brutal clash between two simply phenomenal martial artists. Featherweight champion Lozen Keita will go up against Serbian lightweight number 1, Predrag Bogdanovic. Slovak legend Ivan Bukinger is back and hungry for action. In a Tipsport Game Changer reserve fight, he'll come face-to-face with an extraordinary striker who'll proudly be representing Poland, Lukas Rajewski. One of OKTAGON's biggest names, undefeated world bantamweight number 28, Lucia Silent Killer Svabova. And she'll be going up against Aitana Pitbull Alvarez, who is in the shape of her life. Will Svabova be the first one to knock her out for the first time in her career? With 8 KO wins on his record, the ferocious striker Radovan Ushkurt will meet a legend of the domestic scene, Petr Monster Kenije, who established the local scene and experienced some of the most brutal underground fights you can possibly imagine. This will be Kenije's final fight before he waves goodbye to a 25-year-long career and draws a curtain under one of the most spectacular sports stories to ever come out of the Czech Republic and Slovakia. An elite duel between former interim middleweight champion Vavazhiniek and last year's MMA welterweight Champions League finalist Andreas the Spartan Michaelides. Ladies and gentlemen, this is OKTAGON 59, Paradisa versus Torres. Purchase a pay-per-view and be transported to a front row seat at the OKTAGON Summer Party on oktagon.tv.
Dámy Dámy a pánové, chlapci a děvčata, moji milí samurajové, vítejte zpět. Po měsíci a pár dnech jsme zpátky. Po tom, co jsme zažili bezmála 30 000 lidí v Edenu, tak se posouváme do Bratislavy vůbec poprvé do Peugeot Areny. Pomaličku se otevírá střecha. Věřím, že to bude skvělé na turnaji OKTAGON 59 a teď to switchneme zpátky do angličtiny. So ladies and gentlemen all around the world, welcome in Bratislava. OKTAGON 59 is about to start. My name is Ondřej. With me, it's English voice of OKTAGON, Brian Lacey. Hello, Brian.
Hey, good to be here. Good to be at the summer party. Let's go.
Okay, this is for you, probably.
It's a British summer by the look of it, but we'll take it.
Yeah, it's British summer party because of you, and maybe also German summer party because German voice of OKTAGON. Also, hello to you.
Thank you, Andre. I love the vibe. I love the arena. Let's get this party started.
Yeah, this should be the summer party. We are dressed like Havanian guys, you know, we're just missing the hula hoop, but it will come later in the fights, as I believe. We got 2 women fights, and we got also 8 men's fights. 3 of them are Tip Sport Game Changer. So I can start, Philip, with you. What you are looking most on this card?
I mean, look, Andreas Michailidis has been a serious contender in the Tip Spot Game Changer. Now he's moving up to middleweight, and the middleweight, we know it, it is packed. And now he's on a mission to make himself a name in that division and become a serious title contender. But in Piotr Wawrzyniak, he's facing also a very difficult test. I think this can be one hell of a match.
Definitely, this is the match maybe most of the Polish fans is looking to this card because of this, and also because of Rajewski against Buchinger, because Buki is back again in Bratislava, where he did a lot of his greatest fights in OKTAGON, exceptional one with Barborik in the next arena. So who you got in this reserve Tip Sport Game Changer fight?
It's a beautiful fight. First of all, congratulations to Buki, who got married just 3 weeks ago, was in camp getting ready for this while he was getting married. But he's up against Rajewski, a European champion in kickboxing, a world champion in kickboxing, a Polish champion, an exquisite striker who comes from a family of martial artists. But Buchinger makes special things happen here in Slovakia, and I think this could be a big night for him.
One of the oldest fighters on the whole world, maybe with Andrej Arlovsky, Petr Monster Kníže, the true Czech legend of MMA. He started late in the 90s, and he's still doing good fights, but he will make his forever fight here tonight against Uškrt, which is sniper. So how it's gonna be this one?
All right, so I see Uškrt definitely being very tactical in the stand-up. He knows how to hit opponents while moving back, but as we all know, Petr Kníže, it's such an iron head, it's very difficult. Nobody has ever achieved a knockout against him, and probably this is going to be a victorious night for him at the end of this day, but we'll see.
Definitely, because Rado, if he wins, it's always KO. So rather Kníže will go down or Rado will lose.
It's one of the most incredible stories in sport, and it's going to be one of the most incredible matchups we've got tonight. The guy who can knock out an elephant, take it on a man made of stone, the monster. I can't wait to see it.
We got also Lucia Silent Killer Sabova. She's 27 number in a world between bantamweight, and Tatiana Alvarez won last 4 fights, and she said that I'm coming for the belt. I don't care who Sabova is, I will just go through her and they give me the belt. So we will see in these fights also crazy stuff. And then last 2 quarterfinals, which is left on Tip Sport Game Changer, Keita against Bogdanovic. We can start with this one.
It's a wonderful match of styles as well. Bogdanovic believes his grappling will be too much for Keita. Keita yet to taste defeat by finish. It's going to be a tough fight for both of them. Can Bogdanovic deal with the speed? Can Keita keep it standing on the feet?
And last but not least, Ronnie against Torres, 2 champions, one from KSW, second one from OKTAGON. Who's gonna be better tonight?
I love this matchup because it's really David versus Goliath. Daniel Torres, who was a former featherweight, against Ronnie Paradise, who is one giant of a man.
It's like 2 of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I recently said that Paradise looks like the cousin that Torres is calling when he's in trouble. So when Paradise is using his reach properly, I think he has good chances of winning this fight. But we all know that Torres is just out of his mind. This guy's completely crazy in the best way possible. Maybe he has a chance to get into his punching distance and also get the finish. But statistically, I would go with Paradise for this one.
Okay, so this card is crazy, and we will see who will be closer to the biggest pot from €1 million in Tipsport Game Changer Pyramid. But let's kick this out. Octagon 50 night can start just now.
Nice work. Thank you.
World, I am Luke Barnett here to guide you through Octagon 59. We are here in Bratislava, Slovakia. As you've seen, we have the summer party vibes, open roof arena, filling up very nicely here for our undercard that will be getting going very, very shortly. I am joined alongside me, Mr. Brian Lacey, looking very summery, Brian.
Summery, that's one adjective for it. Go on, talk us through the rules of the Octagon tonight, Mr. Barnett.
And here we have the mixed martial arts rules that will take place in a cage in the shape of a circle, also known as the Octagon cage. Standing up techniques will be utilized, such as boxing, Thai boxing, karate, taekwondo, and anything that you can name on the feet. And then the fight continues on the ground via Brazilian jiu-jitsu, grappling, wrestling, sambo, and everything out there that they can utilize on the floor. The fights will be fought over 3 5-minute rounds. Every single one of them will be 3 5s tonight. We have 2 quarterfinals for you in our Tipsport Game Changer, but no title fights tonight. The matches will end either by a knockout submission, referee stoppage, or obviously if it goes to a decision, the judges will score us and we will see who wins via judges' decision. The deciding factors for the judges are striking, efficiency, impact, and control. And then we move on to our undercard here that Brian will take us through.
There we go, look at kicking off with Dukic from Serbia, taking on Schalcova from right here in Bratislava, the sweetheart of Slovakia, looking for her first victory inside the Octagon cage. Mr. Comeback is coming back as he returns to Octagon after 1,211 days from stepping in this cage and taking on Vermola. This time he'll take on Rashka on the way back into his Octagon career. Magard versus Josh Hill, former bantamweight champion, taking on the World Series of Fighting veteran, the Bellator veteran. That is one hell of a bantamweight clash to see who maybe will step forward and fight for that belt next. And then we'll just jump to the main card. Let's go. Ushkert versus Kanije. Kanije making his last walk to the cage. Zababova taking on Alvarez. The Spanish Pitbull taking on the Silent Killer. Bukinger versus Rajevski is our Tipsport Game Changer reserve match. Then we have Keita versus Bogdanovic, the first of our quarterfinals. That will see these two match up. Stylistically, a beautiful fight. The grappler versus the quick striker. That is the Black Panther Keita. And then Paradisa, the current lightweight champion, taking on the former KSW champion in Torres. He picked this fight, Luke. He asked for it, and he returns after 5 years away from fighting in Bratislava tonight as the main event, not just the main event, but the returning champion. Next up, well, first up, we should say, Veronika Sweetheart Schalcova will take on Serbia's Joanna Dukic. Dukic, an extreme sport fan, looking to make a stand here inside the Octagon cage to claim her first victory. But the dream for Veronika Schalcova, since she started martial arts, since she watched the growth of Octagon, is to walk into this cage and have her hand raised at the end of a fight. Can she make that dream come true? She is an out-and-out striker coming from the Muay Thai background under that Dracula gym, the famous Dracula gym, taking on the karate black belt. That is Dukic. This is our first fight of the night. This is the opening night of the summer party here in Bratislava. Entering the cage first in Bratislava will be Jovana Dukic, a teacher who has striking in her DNA. She'll be going up against the representative of the Dracula gym, Veronika Schalcova. In Bratislava, the odds are in favor of the likable world MMA striking champion claiming victory. Along with the unwavering support of the public, she also has 3 times as much experience competing in professional MMA, where she's already scored 2 uncompromising finishes. Now she's about to return to Octagon MMA and to Bratislava, where she made her debut for the organization. Although she didn't win that first bout, she garnered many fans with her ferocious high-tempo performance. Jovana Dukic is a math and physics teacher who truly loves adrenaline. Octagon MMA's first Serbian female fighter enjoys the thrill of winter sports, fast rides on Serbian asphalt, and also loves wild shootouts in the cage. The black belt in karate has 1 win by TKO on her record, which, like her opponent, she achieved in the second round of her last duel. So here we go. Slap on the sun cream, shake your cocktails. The summer party is underway, and making her way to the cage first of all is this lady, Jovana Dukic, the first ever Serbian female fighter to enter the OKTAGON cage. And look, if you go on their Instagram, it is like
that you'll see such a nice variation of kicking techniques and movement from her in and out, and good shots too. But it's the athleticism of her opponent here that we see making her way to the cage that I believe she's going to have trouble dealing with.
Yeah, Veronika Schalcova, listen to the applause, listen to the roof being raised, it's already open, but Schalcova, some athlete, 21 years of age, already 6 competitive MMA fights, and fought at bantamweight for most of those, and most of those fights I've called, Luke, across in America as well, against some real talent, the likes of Zarina Touré, Brittany Cloudy, Kayla Yontef, and all of these people that have ever faced her have said how incredibly strong she is. Now her heart was broken in her last fight. She fought Megan Morris. Megan Morris pulling out a gutsy and a fantastic third-round armbar to claim the comeback victory. But that truly broke Schalcova. She took a long time away from the sport. She said she felt that she was winning that fight, and that dream of hers to get her hand raised was in touching distance. But she's regrouped. She's got a great team around her, and she feels ready tonight to open this card and to make that dream come true.
And that definitely is a big dream for her, and it was snatched, like you said, in the last fight, but that beautifully completed armbar out of nowhere though, Brian. She was completely dominant in that fight. It's going to be interesting to see how her mind reacts to that, because when you're coming off a loss and one so dramatic, when you were so close to achieving something that you want to do, then to come back to Octagon and to do it again, very different style of fight. I think she'll feel a lot more comfortable in this one, and I think if she can get hold of her opponent and get her on the ground, the power will really play a part.
Yeah, certainly has great cage control. She was also amateur, had a great record, got the Gamma MMA championships, and also in striking she took that as well in the European rankings.
And that's the thing with karate, the striking distance is so different. There's a lot of distance involved. When you come together and you make it dirty and you grab each other and you've got those short elbows, those close clashes, listen to the response this young lady is getting here in Bratislava. But I think that must be the game plan from Veronika, to get it close, get it dirty, and get involved.
So we look at the tail of the tape between these two, 22 years of age versus 31. We have a slight height and reach on the side of Schalcova. 3-3 is her professional record against 1-1, but the tip spot odds firmly in favor of Slovakia's sweetheart, Veronika Schalcova. Let's get this one underway. Let's get the summer party started and hand it to Ondrej Novotny.
Tak ještě jednou, dámy a pánové, krásný, dobrý večer v Peugeot aréně. So one more time, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Bratislava, Peugeot Arena. We are ready for the first prelims fight here in Peugeot Arena. Let me introduce you, both fighters. They will fight in 57 kilogram, 3 5-minute rounds. We will start in the blue corner. She's 31 years old, stands 162 centimeters tall, weight in 57.2 kilos. Represents Fight Company MMA team, and the coaches in her corner are Vojislav Simisic, Alexandra Jankovic, and Nikola Božič. She has a professional record of 2 fights, 1 win, 1 loss. Fighting out of Serbia, Jovana Dukic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118,
Across the cage in the red corner, she's 21 years old, stands 163 centimeter tall, weighing 57.2. Represents Dracula Gym, Free Fight Club Dětva. Coaches in her corner are Richard Dobrodka, Robert Delic, and Vladimir Dracula Moravčík. She has a professional record of 6 fights, 3 wins, 2 finishes, 3 losses, representing Neruda Cup team OKTAGON TV Club and fighting out of Slovakia, Veronika Sweetheart Schalcova.
Yvonne, touch gloves. Back to your corners, full leg in the bolt.
So set and ready for bout number 1 here at Octagon 59 in Bratislava. The Peugeot Arena roof is open and these ladies are set and ready. Dukic in the white kit, blue corner, Schalcova, black kit, red corner. We are set and ready, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Luke Barnett, calling the action.
Schalcova coming out with a beautiful high kick to open this up. No touch of gloves. Understands how important it is to control the distance in this one. See her take complete control of the real estate early. Center of the octagon cage.
Yeah, she has an exquisite background in striking, as does her opponent, but very different styles, Luke. When you're looking at Muay Thai and karate, what are the key differences, particularly when you bring them into the sport of mixed martial arts?
Pain. That's the key difference. Thai boxing is...
That'll do. That's just one word, I agree.
Painful, aggressive, dirty. Thai boxing for me is one of the most hardest sports in the world, toughest sports in the world, because you actually get points deducted for taking steps backward. So she, as you can see her here, stalking her opponent coming forward. You can really see the size difference. Beautiful work there, though, from Dukic, getting the reversal on the fence. But you can just see the power in her opponent and the size as she gets that whizzer on the left-hand side, trying to manipulate the posture and digging for that underhook.
Also, when you're looking at Muay Thai, these close clinch quarters, this benefits Schalcova, as we can see with the reversal here, right?
Yeah, very, very common positions here with the clinching and the grabbing. Thai boxers have some of the best balance in the clinch that you come across. Maybe only Greco-Roman that can compete with it. But look at this head position. Like I said, this is what I expected from Schalcova, to be dirty, to come forward, to get that head position, to maybe throw some big elbows on the inside.
Yeah, she uses this so well, and I've seen this up at bantamweight and again against some legit bantamweight fighters.
And you see that again with the girls when they have the braids in their hair. You know, they can be used as a weapon almost as they push with the head position. It can be extremely uncomfortable when you get those bundles of hair in you. It can be very, very difficult to deal with. Great head position here, forehead at the temple, going down to the chin, controlling her completely. Struggling to get any shots off though with any real force. But this is opening moments, just trying to feel each other out.
And these first moments when you are in the clinch, Luke, what's it like? What lessons are you taking? What information are you gathering from these clinch moments?
Well, it's going to just be a response to the strength. You can already see Dukic. She's managed to free herself a couple of times, but she gets put back instantly. But in these first exchanges, it's really like an energy that you sense. It's very, very difficult to explain. It looks like they're not doing much up against the fence, but there is so many micro movements happening here, especially between these two girls, as we see that knee to the midsection as well. And grabbing the head, looking to maybe attack some sort of front headlock and choke. She might have that underneath the jaw. It's hard to see. Oh, she switched out the arm.
You see Dukic has now managed to get that left arm in there. Oh, a knee up the middle as well from Schalcova. You said it was about the style of Muay Thai. Schalcova loves to make it dirty in that clinch.
I'd like to see a few elbows, you guys. That right elbow is wide open for Schalcova. And Dukic doing a good, but look at Dukic taking dead heavy breaths. Her eyes wide open already this early on. This is brutal, this style of fighting. Nice left hand lands as well.
Yeah, she's trying to find space now, Dukic, but look how Schalcova so confident, just pushing her opponents back. Her footwork is excellent as well. We've seen that in the Megan Morris fight, and once again here.
You're in such a negative position when you're up against the fence, like Dukic is at this moment in time.
Oh my goodness.
She cannot escape, she cannot create distance. She's getting bullied by a bigger, stronger, nice elbow. That's what I expected. She's opening up now.
She's kind of using the cage to bounce her opponent off as well and into those strikes.
Trying to go towards the back now. We have an old school headlock from Dukic, but this is more just out of desperation, trying to hold on to her opponent.
We saw a first round similar to this against Megan Morris from Schalcova, absolutely dominated.
And Megan Morris is a big, strong young lady as well, so it's very, very different. I'm sure Schalcova feels extremely confident and powerful in these positions. Nice right elbow, that's the shot I've been waiting for. Landed perfectly.
Yeah, Schalcova has been part of Svabova's training camp as well. We'll see Svabova a little bit later on take on Aitana Alvarez.
That is one hell of a fight later in the main card. Those two absolute animals going at it. But for now, you can see the desperation from the karate fighter, trying to throw up some kicks. This is the wrong position to do that. You need to get on your bike and try and create distance and move and circle out into the center. Oh, beautiful elbow, landed heavy. Running now. In a lot of trouble is Dukic.
20 seconds left in this first round. It's been one-way traffic the way of the sweetheart.
But now you see she made a great decision and got the center of the octagon, but just walked straight back to the fence. She actually then controlled the fight, had the right position, and gave it up. Just through him intimidation.
Oh, this work to the body as well. That's going to add up, Luke. End of round number one. There we go. Strong performance. A little glint in the eye and a smile on the face of Veronika Schalcova. She goes back to her corner. A lot of work to do for Dukic. Give us what your thoughts are on what she needs to change to get any momentum in this fight.
I honestly don't think she has the knowledge when it comes to positioning in the octagon cage, because that's what's the problem here. The whole fight, straight away, early on, Schalcova come out, she took the real estate, she took the center, she bullied her up against the fence and kept her there the entire fight. There was one moment where she took control of the center and she gave it up without even an understanding of where she was. And when she's on the back foot up against this fence, there's no karate kick that can help her when you have a tank like Schalcova coming at you throwing knees and elbows. Here we see everyone, all of the judges agree with us, as it's fairly obvious. Nice left hand that landed. But yeah, for me, it's all about positioning. There's that right elbow that I think has been one of the best strikes for her. This was the one. This one really hurt her. See her turn away afterwards. I expect much more of that. I think controlling the center, if she comes out urgent early on in the second round and gets some respect early, we could see a different fight, but it's going to be tough.
Round two underway. Let's see if Dukic can make some changes, but once again, Schalcova. Oh, she dropped into that kick. Oh, big kick to start this off. Survival mode early on here for Dukic.
Nice idea from Dukic, though, to try and change the frequency of this one, but did not work out. Shot straight into a head kick. And again, Schalcova opening the fight. The first round with a head kick, second round with a head kick, paid dividend in that second round as she dived right into it. All over at the moment, inside control. Turning away is Dukic, giving up the back with an old school headlock.
And you see this, the grappling, Robert Delic in the corner of Schalcova, one of the greatest grapplers to come out of Slovakia. He has so much faith in her. He's helped evolve her game. And it's these positions where those rounds with that guy, Delic,
they're paying dividend. You can see that from the movement, circling round, and now pinning with that right underhook. Dukic doing the right things, trying to get this knee back, but now getting knee on belly. Needs to try and turn into her opponent, but you can really see the size and the strength difference now, absolutely battering.
And taking the back.
She takes that hook and she's trying to get it all the way across as well.
She has a victory by rear naked choke on her record. It was actually standing that she got it.
And going for it again now as she tries to go underneath the jaw, doesn't work, goes back to the knee and that pressure. But good work from Dukic to get back to her feet. She's getting smothered right now and pounded from every position.
Also, you see that fighter heart coming out of Dukic, because there were plenty of ways she could have taken an exit there, Luke. Still in this, back to her feet. And the crowd cheering on Schalcova here at this opening fight of Octagon 59.
Yeah, beautiful opener. There's that right elbow that lands again.
The referee is watching.
Starts this onslaught. I expect we'll see it one more time off these knees. We'll see a right elbow.
Oh, and again, firing the shots in. The pressure, just the output from Schalcova. Again, a labored shot in. Look at the reaction. Schalcova back in a dominant position.
And Dukic kind of shooting out of absolute desperation as well. It is the right idea, but not setting them up extremely well, not using hands to go first and getting flattened. Very, very obvious attempts. And Schalcova once again on top, and we're not even halfway through this round yet, Brian, and she's absolutely dominant.
Oh, knee on belly now. Good slide to mount. Just wants to pile the pressure. Oh, this is a bad spot for Dukic. This could be the beginning of the end. This could be the start of Schalcova achieving that dream of getting her hand raised here. It's going to be called that. Is it? Veronika Schalcova breaks into tears as the sweetheart is greeted with adoration from these fans as that dream comes true. She is a winner inside the octagon cage.
And done in furious style, from battering her opponent from pillar to post from the moment the bell rang, with that beautiful head kick in that second round to start off the round, and then relentless and unstoppable as she took her apart piece by piece.
And to come back from that devastating loss, the heartbreaking loss against Megan Morris, to step back up and step back in. What a moment that is for Schalcova. What a way to kick off this card as well, Luke.
The perfect recipe, the perfect fight, you know, and the fans here reacted, and we're filling up early on, as we always do for our first fight of the night. We're, you know, probably about 75% capacity already, Brian.
Oh my goodness. I'm just watching the emotions from Schalcova. She wears her heart on her sleeve. And that is something special. Yeah, look at that, waving to her family up in the stands. These moments, Luke, these moments, and again, you don't see the journey, you don't see the sacrifice, you don't see the heartbreak and the determination, the stubbornness it takes to stay in this sport, but she is 22 years of age.
I was about to say, 22 years age, very, very, very good performance from her. Well-rounded on the feet, on the ground, top pressure, very good in lots of different positions, really talented. There we see that opening head kick that landed from that naked shot at the beginning from Dukic, and it was really downhill from there, an absolute punishment and relentless pressure over and over again. There's that right elbow that was so important, I feel, in this fight as well. And we see the finish, rightly so, from the referee. Beautiful work from Schalcova, and now she'll get that moment she's been dreaming of, Brian, as we hand it over to Andre Navarro.
Second round, the winner by TKO from the red corner, Veronika Sweetheart Schalcova. Samozřejmě váš potlesk také Jovaně Dukic, která byla neuvěřitelně tvrdou soupeřkou. Tak, Veroniko, gratulace. Byly tam i slzy, tak vzpomněla jsi na ten zápas první, několik desítek metrů odsud, nebo proč ty slzy?
Ja proste tento šport strašne milujem a strašne som sa tešila, keď po výhernom zápase sa budem s tebou rozprávať. Pre mňa to je úplne splnený sen.
Pro mě taky.
Som strašne proste šťastná, ďakujem každému, kto mi fandí, a mojim trénerom, ktorí majú so mnou veľa trpezlivosti, a aj všetkým trénerom, ktorí to sledujú z doma, aj proste všetkým, kto mi v príprave pomáhajú. Každému ďakujem.
Ještě než se dostaneme k tomu zápasu, tak jak moc vlastně člověk je už rozdělaný tou vahou, když si ostříhá vlasy? Kolik ty vlasy hodily, jako? Co jsi ostříhala?
Tak vlasy dali dole 250 gramov, ale tak aj to asi stačilo k tomu, aby som váhový limit splnila. A je leto, takže aspoň mi nebude teplo.
To ti bez pochyby bylo potom tady, když si valila jedno koleno, jeden úder a další do Jovany Dukic a ona pořád nepovolovala, tak jak těžké to psychicky bylo?
Akože vydržala fakt strašne veľa, ale ja som proste mala v hlave len to, že viem, že chcem vyhrať, takže dala som do toho všetko.
Bez pochyby ano, děkujeme moc. Je někdo, koho by si proti sobě ráda viděla příště? Máš nějaký přání?
Mne je to jedno, len určite sa chcem dobojovať k titulu, krok po kroku.
A budeme zůstávat v téhleté váze 57?
Áno, v 57.
Tak jo, jaký bude léto? Co si dáš na oslavu?
Nejaký cheesecake a zmrzlinu a limonádu, všetko sladké.
Tak jo, tak potom si nech narůst zase ty vlasy, jo, aby to pomohlo na konci. Veronika Schalcova, dámy a pánové, první vítězství v oktagonu.
What an incredible performance by Veronika Schalcova. She was brought to tears by the victory and said she just loves the sport, and also said that it's a dream come true to be interviewed after being victorious by Ondra. She thanked everyone who's helped her along the way and who was patient as she was preparing for the fight. She also cut her hair pre-fight, and that actually helped her make weight, as it helped her lose 250 grams. She kept pounding into Dukic and had to say that her opponent was truly resilient. In the future, she doesn't care who she has to fight, but she just wants to get to a title, and she will stay in the flyweight category in the future. In the summer, she wants to just spend a lot of time eating sweets and ice cream now that the fight is over.
There you go, dreams do come true, and they came true here in her home city of Bratislava. It is something special. I'm just watching back now, looking at her being greeted by her fans and her family. What a night that is, and what a fight we have coming up next. Ondrej Raška, vet by day, fighter by night from the Czech Republic, will take on Mr. Comeback, who is returning after 1,211 days away from the Octagon cage. He will represent Slovakia. He was on season 1 of Octagon Challenge, taking on Raška of season 2. Who will come victorious?
Ondrej Raška will go head-to-head with Milan Datalinka, the participant in the legendary first Octagon Challenge and middleweight title challenger, knows he could shine bright once again in the Slovak capital. It has been 2 years since we last saw him, but now Mr. Comeback is about to return to the Octagon cage, where warriors such as Brož, Mikulášek and Hošek have learned the hard way just how tough and formidable he is. He's achieved all 9 of his wins before the limit, 7 of them in the first round. The returning warrior will go up against cage veteran Ondrej Raška, who celebrated a victory in Ostrava after a 2-year break. He has won 3 of his last 4 bouts, and he certainly hasn't underestimated the preparation needed to succeed in this fight. This duel in Bratislava will mark Raška's 19th fight, and he intends on scoring his 11th professional win.
Ondrej Raška!
After claiming victories over Kotelik and Chladky, his fan favourite Ondrej about to collect another Slovak scalp? Or will this be a triumphant return for Datalinka?
So here he comes again, 1,211 days since he last made the walk to the Octagon cage. He has openly said one of his biggest mistakes of his career in his life was walking away from Octagon. Felt pastures new would suit him better, but never really was motivated like